temperature. Okay. So first of all, what do you mean by temperature? Children, temperature means to measure the degree of coldness or hotness of an object. For example, I give you a metallic glass. Okay, I put ice on that glass. Okay, now I will ask you to hold it. Don't you feel it cold? Now if in the same glass I will put some hot water, instead of ice I will give you hot water, will you not feel that metallic glass when you hold it is so hot? So when you measure, when you feel the cold or heat of a particular object, so that particular measurement, okay, that is in terms of temperature. That measurement is in terms of temperature. Now the main thing is, what is the instrument which is used to measure this temperature? Now I have drawn here is a thermometer. Okay, this is a widely used thermometer which we use in our homes to measure the room temperatures. Okay, so thermometers are used to measure temperature, and there are different thermometers for different purposes. Like for example, the thermometer that is used to measure our body temperature is different from that of measuring the room temperature, or a lab thermometer. Lab thermometer, because its scale depends, its scale, and not only that, its range is also different. Okay, like for example, this particular thermometer, it can measure from minus 10 degree to 100. So you can see this pink color, this particular colored, it is a liquid which is put in it. This liquid name is mercury. Now level of mercury will determine the temperature. This is the temperature, these are the degrees, like minus 10, 0. So you can see this level of mercury in this is between 20 and 30. So somewhat like 25. Okay, so temperature is 25. Now again there is a unit which is used, scale, to measure the temperature. It can be in two scales, that is degree centigrade or degree Fahrenheit. But this thermometer is going to measure in degree centigrade. Okay. Now when the heat increases, okay, when the heat increases means warmth in the air, because this thermometer is used to measure the room temperature. Room temperature, how it will be measured? See the air. We all are surrounded by air. Okay. The temperature of the air will tell you what is the room temperature. As the temperature of the air, that is warmth of the air, increases, and what happens? Mercury will expand. Level of mercury will expand, and it will stay constant in one position. So as here it is showing between 20 and 30. So 25 degrees centigrade is the temperature of the room presently. I hope this is clear. Now look at this particular diagram over here. This particular diagram is showing two thermometers based on different scales. Here towards the right side, the thermometer is showing you Celsius scale. Okay. So and then towards the left, this thermometer is showing you Fahrenheit scale. Celsius scale is also called as centigrade scale. In a Celsius scale, you will see the minimum temperature is 0 degree centigrade, that is the freezing point, and the freezing point of water. Here freezing point means we are telling freezing point of water. So that is 0 degree centigrade, and the maximum it will move to up to 100 degree centigrade. So that is the boiling point of water. This same thing when we are looking at Fahrenheit scale, because the number of divisions are different. So that is the reason the freezing point here is 32 degree Fahrenheit and the boiling point is 212 degree Fahrenheit. When we take out the difference between the initial temperature and the final temperature, that is 100 degrees centigrade minus 0 degree centigrade, the difference comes out to be as 100. Okay, and here when we take out the difference between the initial temperature and boiling temperature, that is 212 degree Fahrenheit minus 32 degree Fahrenheit, we get 180. So this differences in the scales, okay, and range is actually going to help you in finding out the formula for conversion of these two temperatures from one another. Like for example, we have here the scales which are starting at different numbers, that is here it is starting 0 degree and here it is starting at 32 degree Fahrenheit. So this means that in our formula we either need to add or subtract 32. Second case, the scales rise at different rate. So here you see the scale is rising at 100 degree and here it is rising at 180. So that is why we will need to multiply by 180 by 100 or 100 by 180. Now next, coming on to next, we will understand how to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius or from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So first thing is, we already know that you have to add or subtract 32 and we have to multiply either 100 by 180 or 180 by 100. So in first case, that is converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit, what we do? We first multiply by 180 by 100 and then we have to add 32 and then we have to add 32. So we can convert 180 by 100 to its lowest term, that is 9 by 5. So degree Fahrenheit equal to 9 by 5 into degree centigrade, first multiply and then we will add 32 to it. Okay, so this is the formula to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit. The next formula is to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So here what we will do, we will first subtract 32 and then we will multiply by 5 by 9. So hence we have the formula like this: degree centigrade equal to 5 by 9. Inside bracket we have 5 degree Fahrenheit minus 32. We know that we solve bracket first. So this is the reason we will do subtraction first and then we will multiply by 5 by 9. Here we are multiplying by 9 by 5, here we are multiplying by 5 by 9. Okay, so this is very easy to remember, this formula. Next we will read about a clinical thermometer. What is a clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is used to measure human body temperature. Okay, and its range is from 35 degrees centigrade up till 42 degrees centigrade. Okay, so first of all you must know that where to keep the thermometer. Suppose you are having a mercury thermometer. The mercury thermometer, then you have to place it under your tongue or in the armpit. Okay, base of your armpit. So if you place in these two positions of your human body, and the tip of the thermometer which is containing mercury in it, okay, that will, here the warmth will go, so it will measure the temperature very easily. Okay, so how the same process, the mercury will get expand to the point the temperature of the human body gets. Okay, so now what happens? It stops for a while. It stops the temperature after reading. After reading the temperature also, you can know, the doctors generally note down the temperature and again they will give the medicine. Again they measure the temperature. So why this process is done? To find out that what is has the temperature gone to the normal position for the human being or not. If the person is having fever, then that person's temperature will definitely be high. If a normal healthy person, the temperature is 36.9 degrees centigrade and in Fahrenheit scale it is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so this we have to remember. Now look at question number 1 from exercise 14C. The question is, you have to convert 60 degrees centigrade into degree Fahrenheit. So for this we have to use the formula, that is degree Fahrenheit equal to 9 by 5 into degree centigrade plus 32. So what we have to do, first we will multiply 9 by 5 into 60 here plus 32. So we have here 5, 12 is 60, just got cut, and 12 9 is how much it is? 108 degree centigrade. 108. Don't use centigrade after this. 108 plus 32, and here you will write degree Fahrenheit. So that is equal to how much it is? 8 plus 2 it is 10. Carry 1. 1 plus 3 it is 4. 140 degree Fahrenheit is the final answer. Now let us look at the next question. Here you have to convert 122 degree Fahrenheit into degree centigrade. So for this we have to again apply the formula. Degree centigrade is equal to 5 by 9 into degree Fahrenheit minus 32. So bracket part we have to solve first, that is we have to subtract. So that is 5 by 9 into 122 minus 32. So that is equal to 5 by 9 into 122 minus 32 is what? 2 minus 2 it is 0, 12 minus 3 it is 9, 90, and 9 10s are 90. So 5 into 10 equal to, we get 50 degree centigrade. So this is the final answer. So children, remaining questions and some worksheet which I am giving to you based on time conversions, please do it. Okay, thank you very much.